The sunny Caribbean countries are much more than tropical settings for vacationers. These countries have been undergoing dramatic changes and deep evolutions in the past decades, and while some remain on the lower end of our economic development, technology and infrastructures, many are emerging as well-developed and fastest evolving in the wider panorama of overall improvements. With technology forcing quick changes in business, the Caribbean region, coming from the same recession that affected the globe since the early 2000s, the region has to capitalize on tech-based jobs and embrace innovation while investing in new skills and abilities. The youth unemployment rate remains a significant data in these regards, with, for instance, Barbados and Bahamas seeing a huge increase in technological development since 2007. Even with business automation, the workforce is still required and fueled by economic growth. So while many see technological progress as a threat to the human workforce, others can recognize how we can use it to improve the effectiveness of our lives. While it is true that most countries are able to adapt to changes and thrive in the new technological world, oftentimes those with a stronger connection with the United States, the United Kingdom, or European countries such as France or the Netherlands, other more independent territories are climbing the ladder of technological advancement thanks to the state-of-the-art infrastructures and improved quality of life. In this presentation, we'll unveil what are the most technologically advanced Caribbean countries in 2022. So, let's get to it. Please like, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell for our future videos. Number 10. Haiti. Looking at the World Economic Forum (WEF) studies, Haiti ranks 137th on the Network Readiness Index, lower than the majority of neighboring countries, but still not on the bottom compared to other low-income group average countries in the world. Considering it was 141 in 2014, there has been slow but steady progress. Infrastructures are quite problematic in the country, and affordability seems to be another weakness. But the latest technologies overall are available. The inexpensive cellular tariffs are another strength, together with internet and telephone competition. On the downside, the extent of staff training is quite low, and the effectiveness of lawmaking bodies very poor. Technology development in Haiti is a growing sector. Number 9. St. Kitts and Nevis. With an ICT regulatory tracker score of 46, and an ITU development index of 7.24, St. Kitts and Nevis is not the most technologically advanced country in the Caribbean, but it has a lot of potential for the future. It is 139th on the National Cybersecurity Index and 153rd on the Global Security Index. 100% of its population has 3G coverage, and almost 150% has cellular subscription. The country has a strategic investment plan that is focusing on national information and communication technology (ICT), but is lacking infrastructures and government involvement yet. Coming in at number 8, Suriname did not rank in the Global Innovation Index for 2022 or the Network Readiness Index. It was 113th in the Global Innovation Index in 2014. However, the country is committed to improving its place in the technology field and has put in place a valid program called the Suriname Vision ITC 2030, with goals of innovation, inclusiveness, growth, collaboration, continuity, and sustainability. This project of digital development and growth is very ambitious and is assisted by the country's high adult literacy rate, the percentage of knowledge-intensive jobs, and the high mobile network coverage. On the downside, there are currently very few laws concerning ICTs in Suriname, and the internet bandwidth is not very high. The current low government online services index is expected to improve considerably thanks to the extensive project in store for the coming decade. Number 7. Guyana. However deficient in infrastructure and individual, business and governmental usage of ICTs, Guyana ranked 100th from 2011 to 2013 and 88th in 2014, but hasn't moved much in the following years. The major weaknesses in this country are the low e-participation index and the internet and telephony competition. On the upside though, Guyana has a very strong secondary education gross enrollment rate, quite affordable tariff, and ICT are a good slice in the government vision of the country's growth. Number 6. Bahamas. The Bahamas-based tech company Cloud Carib placed number 12 in 2022 worldwide and number 1 in the Caribbean as one of the technology industry's top-performing providers of managed services. The country, moreover, is investing in a national apprenticeship program and establishing sector skills councils in key strategic sectors. Bahamas ranks number 118 in the National Cybersecurity Index and 57th in the ICT Development Index, but still struggles with high youth unemployment rates, which are strongly related to the country's technological advancement. Trinidad and Tobago at number 5 ranks 85th in the Network Readiness Index and 101 in the Global Innovation Index for 2022 and proudly appears in the McKinsey studies as well. Its main strengths include mobile network coverage, quality of school management, and governance. Its weakest areas are, however, its market sophistication, its capacity for innovation, and the impact of ICTs on new services and products. Trinidad and Tobago performs better in innovation outputs than innovation inputs, ranking 51st among the high-income group economies and 15th among the 18 economies in Latin America and the Caribbean. Number 4. Dominican Republic. According to WEF, the sunny nation of Dominican Republic has an elevated e-participation index, good e-commerce legislation, and the impact of ICTs is very strong on new organizational models. On the other hand, judicial independence, computer software spending, and the quality of its educational system do not allow it to thrive entirely. Dominican Republic ranked 82nd in the Network Readiness Index and 90th in the Global Innovation Index of 2022. Here, diversification and innovation are the keys to a greater technological and economic resilience. Number 3. Puerto Rico. Ranking at 101 in the 2022 Network Readiness Index by the World Economic Forum, Puerto Rico is quite an advanced country in the technology field compared to neighboring Caribbean countries. Its main strengths are the high tertiary education enrollment rate, its intellectual property protection, the intensity of local competition, and the efficiency of its legal system, while its weaknesses are to be found mostly in the mobile network coverage and phone subscription per population, and the effectiveness of lawmaking bodies. Still, Puerto Rico remains a prominent tech hub in the region and a major driver in economic growth. High-tech companies such as Honeywell and AWS have their headquarters on the island, and more startups are growing thanks to local governmental incentives. Number 2. Jamaica. In Jamaica, starting a business is a quick and straightforward process, and staff training is definitely a great priority. On the downside, the government procurement of advanced technology and the e-participation index, together with the quality of scientific subjects and mathematics education, pull the country a bit backwards. Jamaica is taking steps to be more resilient and aiming to diversifying its economy, boosting the private sector development. Jamaica's workforce is prepared for a rapidly changing economy, and this helps the country rank number 76th on the Global Innovation Index for 2022, being the most innovative country in the region and definitely in a moderate global ranking. It ranks 9th among the 18 economies in the Latin America and Caribbean region, with a keen interest in artificial intelligence, blockchain technology, and data protection. Before we get to number 1, if this presentation was of some value to you, we would greatly appreciate it if you would give this video a like, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell for our next video. Thank you. Barbados is ranked the number 1 most technologically advanced Caribbean country. While still struggling with a significant increase in youth unemployment since 2007, Barbados ranks 39th in the world on the Network Readiness Index, released by the World Economic Forum in 2022, and is the most tech-savvy country in the whole Caribbean region. Barbados ranks particularly high in technological skills, individual usage and infrastructure and digital content. Barbadian website bit.com has been a leader and a visionary, using blockchain technology to develop a digital wallet for secure money exchange, opening a new future for e-commerce and GDP growth. Barbados keeps making good progress in its digital transformation of the public sector administration and in improving service quality. Prime Minister of Barbados, Mia Mottley, has pushed her vision for nearly every home on the island to have solar panels on the roof and an electric vehicle out front, all the while urging neighboring countries in Latin America and the Caribbean to agree on the action plan for the UN Decade on Ecosystem Restoration. It is clear how the involvement of the government, adequate funding, and a true visionary mindset are necessary for any country in the Caribbean that wants to climb the ladder and reach higher in rankings in the future surveys and indexes. Public and private partnerships are very useful for the development of a pipeline of talent that allows technology to constantly reinvent themselves and expand investments, creating more and better jobs. Employment and technological advancement are strictly intertwined, and even more so since COVID-19, which made it clear that a number of activities, jobs, and businesses can be successfully performed remotely. While we in the Caribbean are far from the top-performing countries in the world, some of our countries have the potential to rise above others and create a more technologically advanced environment, eventually improving the stakes for future generations. Watch this video about the top 10 most industrialized Caribbean islands, countries, or territories. What do you think about our top 10 list of the most technologically advanced Caribbean countries? Please give us your feedback in the comment section below. Do not forget to like, share, and subscribe to our channel, and turn on the notification bell for our next video. Until next time, this is J-irie Caribbean.